Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Polkadot. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Also, feel free to use the link down below in the description to donate to the children of Gaza. And let's get straight into the TA now. Taking a look at the daily chart, you can see that we were in this channel down pattern and we started retesting this resistance in July 2023. Then we had a few bounces up and down. We can even bring down this trend line slightly. And we had a few bounces off of the support here, once in July, once in August, then once again in September, twice in September actually, then once in October, and finally we broke out of this channel down pattern. And this is exactly what we were waiting for, because you are typically breaking out of a channel down pattern. It's very rare to see a breakdown from a channel down pattern. You have to be really bearish in that scenario. But here, everything played out exactly the way it's supposed to be playing out. And the impulsive move is quite strong here. From the bottom that we printed in October, we're up 46%. And I do have a pretty good Polkadot position. I'm staking the coins on the Nova wallet. And right now we are headed towards this yellow resistance block. Now, this is something that we have been retesting as support back in 2022, in March 2023, in May in 2023, and then we broke below, and then we started testing this block as resistance in July. 3 times actually in July, and then we got rejected from there. So once again here, we could get rejected and we could get sent back down. And where is the level to be expected to be retested? So first of all, you have this white trend line at $4.63. That was a resistance over here. We can bring this up even a little, so that it's actually $4.68. And this is the back test of this August high that we broke above here. So coming back down there would be quite reasonable. Now, another level that could hold us as support is this orange block here, set up between $4.96 down to $4.87. And also, you can take a look at this massive green trend line. So you have this massive green trend line that we're finally breaking above. As you can see, we tested it initially in February this year, then once again in April, and then we broke out here in November 2023. So what we need to do right now is we need to come back down, back test the green trend line as support, and have another move to the upside from there. That would be very bullish, but once again, I can't guarantee that that's going to happen, although I can pretty much guarantee you that that's going to be a good entry point in case you don't have any Polkadot. In my opinion, anything below $6 is an amazing entry point, but we are getting a bit overextended, so maybe just wait until we start seeing a pullback. You can see we're having a lot of these wicks to the downside, so feel free to target the 20 EMA as well. And down to the 20 EMA, we go about 11.6%. So once we have the next retracement, feel free to stack up some coins off of the 20 EMA. But hopefully we're not going to be coming back down to this low in October. It's still not guaranteed that we won't, because we're not really breaking above any major resistance levels. We can simply, reverse here and come back down, and this is just a continuation of this downtrend, and we continue printing lower lows. So we need to see some major resistance levels broken, such as this July 2023 high, this April 2023 high, and of course the February 2023 high. Once those levels are broken, then we can actually start targeting the big boy level here at $9.60. And that is the most important level for us to break above, because after that retest, we got sent down into this massive downtrend. And once we are above the $9.50 area, that's when we can officially say that the bear market bottom has been printed. So we can continue going down for as long as we need to, but once we break above that level there, we can be 99% sure that we're not coming back down to that bear market bottom. Until that happens, feel free to build your position, feel free to stake your tokens, and yeah, but that's what's going on the daily chart right now. Really bullish in my opinion. What we can also do is set up a quick Fibonacci retracement just to see what our targets could be looking like. So $5.55 is our next target. which is the local high we printed in July. Then you have your 1.272 resistance level and the 1.414 fib and the 1.618. So $7.19 is going to be your technical target. And you can also look at the 1.272 and the 1.414, like I said, but that's only if you break above $5.55. So we still have a few percent until that happens, like 5.8%. And once we break above that, we could potentially get to one of these targets, but we are already very overextended. So I would be expecting some sort of a retracement before another strong leg up. Now let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart, you can see we have retested our 1.272 level, and this was our minimal target at $3.74. Incredible entry point for anyone looking to get into Polkadot. We covered this on the channel in the past few videos. We're up 40% roughly from $3.74, and this was set up based on this local high in March and this local low in January. And we had a few targets down below here, the 1.414 and the 1.618. Obviously, you don't retrace to all of them 100% of the time. In this instance, you simply tested the minimal target at the 1.272, and you had a nice bounce from there. And you're also breaking out of this massive falling wedge here. As you can see, we did slightly break below the support trend line here, but honestly, you could just draw another trend line slightly lower than that, and 2 touches is still enough, but you can just adjust this one, for example, right? This is still a valid falling wedge pattern, and this is a bullish reversal pattern. This is something that we see on a lot of the charts, and your technical target is going to be $7.50, because that is where, or actually, sorry, your technical target here would be $6.79, because that's where the falling wedge was created. And we're looking pretty good on the weekly chart. We could run into this pink resistance trend line that we've been hitting once in August and once in February 2023, as you can see. So we could have another back test of resistance and another retracement from there. So if you're looking to swing trade, it's possible that you could get rejected from that area, especially because the golden pocket is in there. And you have a lot of confluence in that area. As you can see, you got rejected from that zone back in July, and you got rejected from that zone back in December 2022. So we need to break above the pink trend line and back test it as support. That's going to be a really good sign. If you see you're struggling to break through the pink trend line, that means there is a good chance we're going to be seeing a retracement, hopefully back to the 20 EMA before we continue pumping. And once we have the bullish cross happening on the weekly, that is going to be a massive sign. And at that point, if you were sitting on the sidelines waiting for the markets to start reversing, you can wait until we break above, at least this January or February 2023 high, wait for the bullish cross, and then you can start entering Polkadot. And that way you don't have to potentially go through all of these massive, bear market dumps that we were going through. So let's take a look at the oscillators here. As you can see, an amazing entry point off of the 33.3 on the RSI. We laid this out months ago on the charts, I think. And as you can see, we had a few back tests in 2022. We were also targeting this teal trend line at the RSI of 30, roughly. And now we're breaking above a massive resistance level that we haven't been able to break above since November 2021. So essentially since the peak of the previous bull market. We ran into the resistance a few times here over the course of 2023, got rejected every single time, but this time we're actually seeing some nice strength and we're breaking above a retest of the trend line would be great to see on the RSI. That would also give you a great entry point. Let's take a look at the volume here real quick. I don't think there's a lot of volume coming in, and this is not a very strong breakout, to be honest with you, compared to some other high cap altcoins. This is not a lot. Now, the stochastic is already in the overbought, so I would be careful getting into Polkadot at these prices if you're looking to swing trade or to simply buy in and just sell as soon as you can. Also, the MACD has printed a bullish cross on the weekly, and this is usually a really good sign. The last time this happened was in June 2023. But if you take a look at the MACD, you can see that we had a few bullish crosses here and there, and just be careful taking this indicator as a given, right? This is a confirmation indicator, but you can take a look at the other oscillators and see how they're performing compared to the previous bullish crosses. For example, the one in June 2023 didn't have the RSI pumping like that, didn't have the stochastic going crazy. This time around, these oscillators are going crazy and you're getting a bullish cross on the MACD, and the volume is looking slightly better than it's been in the past, 7 to 8 months. So this is potentially going to be a bit of a different bullish cross, and this could be a confirmation of the early stages of this potential uptrend that we're going to be looking at. So let's see what happens. Still good entry points for Polkadot, in my opinion. Anything below $6 is amazing. And once again, we got back down to our October 2020 lows, which is something that we were targeting, and I told you that that's where I would expect Polkadot to come down to if it were to lose its December 2022 low, and that's pretty much what happened here. We perfectly retested this area that we retested back in September 2020. So thank you all for watching this video. Let me know if you're buying into Polkadot right now. Let me know what is your average buying price, and let me know what are your long-term targets during the bull market. Stay safe and have a great day.